Today we're going to be working with a rope to do some stretches for the hamstrings, the groin, and the IT band. But you could really use whatever you have. A yoga strap is fine. At home you might use a child's jump rope, an old jump rope, or maybe even a tie. So whatever you have around will be great, but you basically want to use something that is pretty stiff and not something that will stretch, like maybe the tubing or the rubber bands or the TheraBands. Avoid those for these stretches. I always like to start on a cushion mat for these because your spine is actually going to be down for a while, so you want to have a little bit of cushion under your spine. And so just draw your right knee into your heart and wrap the rope around the bottom of your foot and straighten the leg. You can just sort of even up the rope ends and hold on to it. If your body allows the extension of the opposite leg, then go ahead and do that. And keep the opposite leg anchored to the mat with the foot flexed and use it to stabilize. The first stretch brings the leg toward your head, which will create a great stretch throughout the hamstring and even in the calf. You can involve the arms on this one by really drawing the elbows out wide. And you can hold that for a few seconds and then slowly release the leg toward the floor with control. As with all the movements, always breathe as you're moving. And then exhale. Keep the breath moving as you move the leg. And again, use the arms to really activate, stretch, and lengthen the hamstring. And then release. And you can repeat that 6 to 8 to 10 times, longer if you have more time. But primarily working the central part of the leg and central hamstring. And then to stretch the groin, you can take the arm that is the same as the leg in the strap. So if you're right-footed in the strap, you'll use your right arm. Anchor your left arm to the floor, and again, flex the foot on the leg that's on the mat, and keep reaching your thigh muscle toward the mat. And if your hip flexors are really tight and you're not able to straighten that leg, you can bend it a little bit, and that'll give you a little bit more support for your back. So with the right arm and the right leg engaged, take the right leg outside the midline of the body and stretch the groin. You'll feel that stretch on the inside of the leg, and you're primarily working with a straight leg. Come to center. And again, the leg is toward you, toward your head, and then stretch it outside the midline, and you'll feel this one more on the inside of the leg. And again, however much time you have is good, but try to get in at least 5. And then to transition, you can wrap the rope around the outside of your ankle. And again, this time you'll use opposite leg and arm. So anchor your right arm down to the mat and stretch it right across the midline, and you'll feel the stretch on the outside of the leg. And again, you're working primarily with a straight leg, so the knee is not bent. Take it to wherever you can hold it straight and stretch. On this one, be sure to anchor your body down so that you're not rolling over. And again, 6 to 8 to 10 times. And those will really help your Pilates and your yoga poses. Enjoy them.